Welcome back everybody to my channel. We are on the Dark Abyss small build creative world right now again. We've done a few cool ones. I posted this actually specific one that you've probably seen in this thumbnail, but I posted in the sneak peeks in our little backyard Discord because I'm actually really proud of this build. And yeah, there's not much for me to say, but I've been trying a lot more with realistic type builds, not quite realism, like, pixel arty realism, but more just builds that you could theoretically see in real life. And I think it's been going really well. It's been a lot of fun. So here's one of the builds, and yeah, let's cut straight to the time lapse. So, how'd you like it? This is the build in all of its entirety, and I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. Now, I'll be honest, I did not do the back or sides, but the front is kind of the picturesque view that I wanted to get. Now, this whole build here, I actually got inspired from a book that I have based on curbside appeal, and it showed this one on like a river or ocean kind of wharf, and that's really where I got the inspiration to build this. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I love the little spoilers for a future build as well. I love the little spiky bits up here. I think they look really like cool. Just with the end rods and the iron bars here, I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I also just love the detail here of the fence, which you'd kind of see at a wharf or a river. It's not quite a high fence, but it's still a fence. You can still kind of walk over it, but it's just there to like block the area. I added a few things at the front because it looked a little bit plain and bland at the front, just because I think it's a very white building. And so it kind of needed some kind of depth at the front, but I'm really happy with it. So I had this little wagon here, and I had a little pop of color because there's not a lot of color in this, and I don't want it to be just no color. So I added a little wagon here, which I think turned out really nicely. It's super cute. A little bench here, and then a little pile of stuff, just kind of junky stuff that you'd see at the end of a wharf. As you can see as well, little details as well. I've added little white candles here. I would have, if Minecraft had it, I would have had white fences here, but unfortunately, you know, we're not blessed with that kind of fences, so I just had to, you know, kind of insinuate with some white candles on top of the fences, but, you know, still looks cool, and I'm still happy with how it looks. Now, we've also got these little details of the coral pieces here, and I did that partly because it's, you know, a wharf or rivery kind of build, so it needs some sort of ocean type details just around, and so I chose to use some dead coral, and also it just fits with it. Oh, you can't see it too much, but when you do, it fits with the whole building. Another small detail I added to help with the realisticness of this build is I put this basically all in diorite. So most of this build is all calcite with some diorite details, but this middle part is all diorite, and that's just to, you know, emphasize the shading that middle part would have in the build. And it turned out really well. It's not super noticeable, like especially if you're looking at it from afar, but it's there. It looks super nice with a little bit of indentation shading. I did add a whole bunch of buttons here at the start. I thinned them out a little bit to make it look a little bit nicer, and then these little bits are just head blocks, just skeleton heads that I've placed backwards just to add a bit more detail and depth. Now, I originally did this in this beautiful quartz brick block that we have, but unfortunately it didn't really go with a lot of other blocks that I wanted it to, so I just did a bit at the bottom, you know, just kind of to add some more texture and detail, a bit more colour as well. But yeah, I'm really overall happy with how this has turned out. It's kind of a simple build, like when you think about it, it wasn't too complicated to do, but it's turned out super pretty, and I like this would fit so well in any kind of rivery town, or just even if it wasn't in a river, I think it would fit pretty well in a city centre. I'm super happy with how this turned out, and especially it's a different type of build than I usually do, because usually I do houses or different surrealist kind of builds, so this build is a bit different. It's kind of a throwback to my other dystopian townhouse that I did, but it's a little bit different, but it still looks so nice. I really do like it so much, and I hope you do too. Well, that being all said and done, I think that's all we have time for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a bit of a short one. I did a nice build and I wanted to show you, so it's a bit of a short video. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse and, you know, the music and everything else. Or if you want some longer videos of survival content with me builds, feel free to check out my channel. I've got some backyard ones, which it's a really cool little server that I've been able to do a cool amount of builds on. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Bye!